What do you do when your nan's neighbour gives you a box of apples? You make your family and friends only eat apple-related things for about a week. Now, this box was given to me last week Monday, and I knew they might not last until my Sunday weekly prep, so I decided every night after work, give or take around clubs, I would try and make something apple related because I just did not want them to go to waste and I wanted to use all of these lovely apples. I also decided I would only use things I had in the house, so I wasn't going to go and do extra shopping or buy extra food or waste anything. Starting strong, I went for apple turnovers. These were actually my husband's suggestion. I'm pretty sure he eats these from McDonald's. I've never had one, I have to be honest, but they were so good. Even the kids like these, even though my youngest was a little bit unsure. He said they were mid. Does anyone else's kid call things mid or just mine? Huge tip with these, once you've done your egg wash, if you just sprinkle a tiny bit of golden caster sugar, they will give the most beautiful caramelized sugary top. It's just delightful. You need to try. Side note, apples are one of my favourite fruits, but I love them raw. I am not a cooked apple gal, so a lot of this stuff I was making is just not up my street. I know it's very autumnal. I love the fact they're seasonal, but they're just not my favourite thing. I did try everything, but yeah, no, not for me. Next up, I decided to make some homemade apple sauce. I've never tried to make this before. I did not realise quite how easy it is. Again, only a couple of ingredients and stuff I had in the house. Literally everything I used, I had in the house. I actually only thought of this because we were having pork this week and apparently it goes with that. But again, I'm not a sauce gal. I popped it in these really cute jars and my nan and my nan's neighbour also got one of these, which they just loved. Next, I went for an apple crumble loaf cake. So this was literally like a cinnamon sponge cake. And then I added in some of those caramelized apples because I made way too many when I was doing the apple turnovers and I added them on top. Then I made a double batch of crumble because I thought tomorrow night I could make an apple crumble, sprinkled that on top and popped it in the oven. I've never made apple cake and my apples did sink a bit to the bottom. So if anyone's got any tips on that, I would appreciate them. Thank you. Last but not least, I went for a classic apple crumble. This was actually super easy because I'd already made my crumble topping the day before and I just made extra. But I also decided to add some caramel in with the apples. So this was an apple and caramel crumble. My husband loves apple desserts like pies and crumbles and I hardly ever make them because I don't like them myself. So I definitely got some wife points with making all of this. By the end of the week, I was starting to regret my decision to make anything and everything apple-based that I could, but I really wanted to use this giant box of apple. I just think there was something so amazing and wholesome that literally my nan's neighbour has collected these apples from the tree in their garden, and then I am cooking and baking with them, and we are eating these delightful apples. I just love that. I can't grow anything though. I'm not a grower. I cannot grow fruit, vegetables, nothing like that. So I get to enjoy them this way. This crumble turned out so good. The caramel with the apple was just absolutely delightful. I didn't even make my own caramel either. I just used a tin of carnation and it was lovely. Love you, bye.